busy right now. Can I call you back? Okay. I'm starting waiting. I'll call you. Get this sound quick enough to.
Okay, we're ready. Small crowd like we're used to.
I'll call to order the Madison County Board of Adjustments meeting for Thursday, June 20th, 2024.
Call the roll. Mike Madison.
Here.
Keith Park.
Here.
Keith Weaver.
Here.
Kenny Walls.
Here.
Ralph Hall.
First order of business is the approval of the minutes from the May 23rd, 2024 meeting. Everybody has those and has reviewed those.
I make a motion we approve the minutes.
Second.
Keith Weaver.
Yes.
Keith Park.
Yes.
Mike Madison.
Yes.
Kenny Walls.
Yes. First, we have the old business.
Yes.
Okay.
We
Did
did.
Mr. Phillips ever follow up? I think that
I never did that from him, so I don't know whether he changed his mind.
just leave it on the table.
Didn't we take off the table?
Oh, did
Okay.
We just,
That's the 25 Brew Road you're talking about,
we
right?
just declined it and,
Yeah, because if he comes back, he'll have an opportunity
right,
to bring it back, but I haven't heard word out of it.
No. So the first order of business would be the application for the additional variance for 2702 Lancaster Road.
Is there a Basil McBride here?
Literally just walking the door.
Oh, good time. You're up. Come on up to the podium there and that's what you want to do.
you swear me in.
Yeah.
Swearing in, please state your name.
Basil McBride.
Do you swear that everything you provide today is true?
Yes.
Spell your name.
Basil McBride.
You have filed this application for 513 Farmington Court in Richmond.
No, 513 Farmington Court is where I reside.
Okay.
Property,
2702.
yes, 2702 Lancaster Road is the property in question you just mentioned.
Okay. And tell us what you're asking for.
There used to be like a garage at that intersection. I'm sure you all remember that. I'm trying to put a garage back in that area. Starting. Can I?
You can walk around.
Yeah, I thought that might be easier to try to. So, right here is where that old garage used to start. And so I'm wanting to put a garage going back this way so I can reuse this concrete pad. The problem is that it's supposed to be 50 feet off the center line here. And at this front corner, it's around there, it's right at 30 feet, it's 30.3 feet, I think. And on this back corner where it would be, it's 44.3 feet.
Is that the front corner of where the old building was?
Yeah, it's right in this area here. It's tough to tell because there's not like a poster or anything there. That's definitely where the pad stops.
Okay.
But like there's like a
I'm
lamp.
almost saying corner.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And so my mother lives in this house.
So you're asking for
It's a variance, I think, of well, I think what I asked for was 25 feet across the board, but it's actually larger there and smaller there.
Yes, it looks like there's a 60-foot right of way there. Which means you need to be 50 feet from the center of the road.
so
And
you
you think you're gonna be what?
I think I'm going to be closer to 30.
let's see,
So if you come up to this one here.
it doesn't say exactly how much variance you're requesting. It looks to me like it's gonna need what, or 25 feet?
25 feet. I think,
35 feet.
It should just be 25, because I think it's only 50 from the center line. And so if you guys give me 25 feet, then I can come off this line 25 feet, and that way
It's 50 feet from the center of the road, it's a minimum of 25 feet from the property line. Is the way the regulation actually reads, whichever is greater. So because your right of way is more than 50 feet there, that significantly changes that number. So you think you need to be 50 feet from the road, but you really need to be 25 feet from the property line, is what the variance is. And you're not, I mean, you're very close to that with your property line anyway.
The property line comes out a little further, I believe, because this is actually a fence that was put there.
Yeah, well, the problem with that is we don't know who put the fence up or where, if they put it on the line or not. And these lines are sometimes skewed a bit, that's where you have to get a surveyor. So if you haven't had a property surveyed and don't actually know where your property line is,
Yeah, I just been going off the fence.
yeah, you're gonna have to locate your pins and locate your actual property line and locate the actual state right of way, more real estate highway, just like, Langston Road is. So you're actually gonna have to find somebody to show you exactly where your property line, because you don't know what you need right now. If we just go by this map, it looks like you're about 9 feet to that corner right there. And I don't know where you want to start your building, but,
I mean, that seems off, given that there was a building like right in this corner.
well, so what you have to understand is when that building was there, it was pre-existing. We didn't have planning and zoning back then. Now that it's gone, it's lost its grandfather status, right? So you have to comply with whatever the current regulations are. You're not gonna be able to do that without a variance, but if we don't know what kind or what type of variance to give you, then we can't just randomly say, I'll just give you 20 feet, because we don't know what you need. We don't want to give you more or less than you need, come back anyway.
So do I need to?
What you need to do is you need to have that, at least that side of your property surveyed. I think you're okay here. Yeah, 53 feet
Well,
there.
if it's been surveyed in the past and there's one already on file, then we just use that one as reference, or what do you have?
Well,
to do?
if you can find pins, yeah.
Okay.
But it could be their gravel over, it could be their,
I can't imagine we not be able to find 10 here, it's all
I know the previous property owner put up this fence to keep people from pulling their parking,
Yeah.
but don't have any way to know whether he did that based off of a survey or just.
Do you own all this property behind there?
I own this,
Okay,
just that one.
well, is there a chance then, if we can't give you quite as much room as you need, that you back the building up a little bit to get away from the
So
line?
we're running into another problem. This here is a power line, and it runs from there to the corner of the house. That's the line there. So like, I would still be requesting something to be building it in close proximity to that.
Looks like right here.
It's just a service drop there, right?
I believe so.
Is the size building you're wanting to build this whole pad, or can you move it this way at all?
It's, so where this wood fence is here, there will be about an 11-foot clearance. And so I could move it that way a little bit. There just wouldn't be, it'd start getting close to the house at that point.
Is this gonna be a business or?
No,
Okay.
it's a garage.
Just a personal?
Yeah, it's a garage put out there, so.
It's not zoned for any kind of business there anymore, it would have to be just a residential.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a garage I'm putting out there for my son and I to take our cars. But I was gonna put a 40 by 70 building, so it's 40 feet wide. But it sounds like I need to get it surveyed.
Yeah, I think best bet is for you to get it surveyed, because you don't know what you got, and you don't know how much room you have, so you don't really know what to ask for.
Okay, so the thing that maybe I also wasn't super clear on is like, to what decimal point do I need to carry out this request? Like, if I need to be very, very specific, then I will, but I don't think I was very specific in my application.
We'll go by what the surveyor says.
We'll go by what
Well,
survey.
no, like, but the surveyor is not going to walk across the street and measure to the property line for me. I'm gonna have to do that myself, right?
He marks the property line.
You mark the property line, you show him where you want the building to go, he'll measure from the property line, once he locates it, to wherever the corner of that building is, and you'll have your distance that you need to be. And if it's 11.6 inches, if it's 11 feet 6 inches, you ask for 12 feet, you're good. But we don't know what you need yet, so it's hard for them to make a decision.
No, I'm not trying to be smart.
No.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't wanna come back third time.
No, we don't want you to have to either. But
He
we
just has to
don't
have,
want to give you 11 feet and you end up being 12, right?
and he just needs this exterior by the road, correct? He doesn't have to locate every pin on the property, just where he's trying to build, right?
this is where in ideal situation where I would like to do anything,
Yeah.
and then we'll have to decide whether that'll work or not.
I do it.
All right?
And, you know, you could maybe possibly clip the corner of that building a little bit. It might be a perfect rectangle.
Obviously, at the intersection of two state highways like that, we want you to be as far from the property line as you can.
Yeah.
If you've got the opportunity to move it this way a little bit, or move it back a little bit, we want you to try to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we probably would entertain a motion to table this. And
Yeah.
when you get your survey, bring it back to me, and we'll get it back on the agenda,
Okay.
for the next meeting that's available.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Can I say something? Because we got a letter, and nice to meet you
Okay,
guys.
yeah.
We're your neighbor.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Ma'am,
Where's my husband?
I'm Dorian. Dorian, we need you to step up here.
Okay.
To talk, to speak.
We are,
May I ask you to say your name?
my name is Mark Carol.
And can you promise to give truthful information? Truthful information.
Yes. We are neighbors just up the road, and we own the property that comes out in 1295 on 52. And we drove by, we got this letter about this.
Man, I need you to speak up a little bit so we can get you on tape, okay?
Sorry, I have a low voice,
Yeah.
everyone tells me that. But one of the concerns that we have, and for your sake too, is that there's accidents at 1295. I don't think since you live there, there's been an accident. But there's accidents at 1295 and 52 all the time. We put a new fence in 2017, and within the next year, we had 5 accidents that tore places in that fence. We had it repaired, and it's happened again. We've got gates up now. But people come out 1295 way too fast. There's a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
That they come across, and we've had accidents on all sides of that. Some very serious accidents. As a matter of fact, one concern I have is they may run into the edge of your garage if it's out too far, because while we have some accidents, but they're documented.
Where's your property, man?
Cross,
See the fence
right on the right side.
right across from, it's on
Right
the
across
edge.
1295
Right
from
across
here.
from-
That's it,
Okay.
right there.
So that stop sign is what you're telling me.
Right, well, there's 2 stop signs.
Yeah.
Actually, when we moved back here, we put that fence in. There was only one small regulated stop sign there at the end of 1295. We were having accidents over and over again. People fly down 52. There was no reduced speed around that corner on 52. And people coming out 1295. I talked to various people, highway department, finally called them. At that time, I think it was Travis, the state legislature, Travis somebody. And I think it's Jared Carpenter now, or has Jared Carpenter changed?
Yeah.
Jared Carpenter, both being from Garrett County. So they're very familiar with property and what happens around this corner. So they worked to get better signage. And so there's huge stop sign on both sides of 1295 as you come out, right at the corner of your property. There's also a reduced speed sign, 45 miles an hour on 52 on both sides of 1295 now. It actually should go all the way around to close to where the Collins property is. You know where the Collins live? So that's helped somewhat, but it's not totally changed the number of accidents. We still have accidents all the time. So the one thing I'd like to add to your concern right now is that you see that stop sign on the right-hand side. You'll still be able to see the stop sign on the left-hand side. But the one on the right-hand side, if the building happens to block that, the people coming around, and then also they may run into your building. My family's lived in that property for 3 generations. And I can tell you the whole history of how things had, the service station that was there previously, and how it changed, how during the tornado in 2009, that property was totally changed a lot, how the house was left. And so you appreciate how you fix it up. It's really good. So, but without if anything, just keep in mind that it's a place that a lot of accidents happen, very serious accidents, people are hurt. One fellow that, someone was coming out 1295, he was going down 52, he was T-boned, and his wife was hurt so bad, she had to go to a nursing home. We didn't follow up, I don't know if she got out, but he was seriously hurt. So, hopefully it's gonna get better with the new 52 being built behind our property. You'll probably wear the new 52, but it may not, because still people fly. They're using their cell phones. We have awful accidents that have happened in that area, and we can document it. Not that, I think it'd be a great idea to put something that looks nice there, but just keep in mind that you don't want somebody to hit the edge of your garage. You don't want somebody hitting your mother pulling out of that garage. And if we can do anything to slow down the traffic in that area, it would be really nice.
Any questions?
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you for the intel, I appreciate it.
I'd like to make a motion that we table this until such time that Mr. McBride can get his survey done and get back with you, Bert, and then reschedule it for whatever the next meeting is after that.
Keith Weaver,
Yes.
Mark Adler,
Yes.
Steve Clark,
Yes.
Jim Oliver.
Yes. And the second application for 208 Meadowbrook Road, and that's George and Jessica Riley.
What's going on? Come on up here, tell us what you want to know.
Oh, man.
Let you swear you in, make sure you tell her.
State your name, please,
George Ryan.
and then,
Jessica Riley.
and then you both want to see accurate and truthful information.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us what you're asking.
You want me to show up there? Did I walk up there?
Yeah, so just show them the barn and all that, I think.
Okay.
The address on the application is 208.
This
This
is,
is the actual barn right
this is
here, right?
the one here.
And this is Meadowbrook Road out here.
Yes. And, we own this here, and this, and all of this, and all of this.
Is that purple line there, he's got it.
Yes. Okay.
That's the big purple line there, yeah. That's all you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, we had a farm here, our daughter got married there, and our son got married there, and we had some events there, like small events and whatever, where we park the cars in these areas here, in this whole area, and, usually that's plenty of weight, they usually ain't too crazy, just small events, but we made signs up, because we did have a problem with some people wanting to park in the driveway. It goes back to the neighbors there out there. And, so we made signs up. If you park on the road, you will be towed. And, make sure you park in the grass. We just got them made up. Basically, that's what it is, this barn here, we usually use porta johns for if we have an event or somebody comes out, we have a porta johns there.
And it's only used for, I say probably according to how the weather is at the end of April, first part of May until I say the first part of November, because we have no heating and no air conditioner in there. So it's only used a couple of times, and I mean, we wouldn't be as busy as the other wedding barns and the event barns and stuff like that.
How many events on average, you think you have out there? Do you plan on having more now than you have in the past? Or?
No.
I say it'd probably run about the same. I say no more than 8 events the whole time. Because we use it more, our family uses it more than we do for days.
Is this something that you would rent out to people?
Yes.
To use?
Yes.
Okay, not just a family thing then?
Yes.
You
Right.
actually rent it out?
Yes.
Yeah, we poured concrete in there and kind of, cause after they got married, we was like, heck, we can maybe make a couple dollars here and there. I mean, he know me.
It ain't nothing crazy.
If it look like you can make a dollar, let's do it. So, I mean, like, when we used to rent it out, we probably used it because the church wanted to do, what was it?
A women's group.
A women's group there. We just said it free, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we just pray for us and go on, you know. So, I mean, it's just, we got a business, we own a business and everything. It ain't like we living off of it or nothing. It's just something, just a little extra, her little.
I think they're looking for some parameters, maybe, days of the week.
Just usually it's Saturday,
Hours of operation, that kind of.
Yeah, usually it's a Saturday or like the Sunday. I don't know what church is.
No, the church won't be using it on a Sunday. It'll be like, if somebody reached out to us about a wedding, of course, we would offer that they can set up like on a Friday evening, but everything has to be cleaned up on Sunday. So the event would basically be like a Saturday.
Mostly weekends now
Yes.
that you would use it. We do that.
If you were gonna pick days that you would be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Mhm. Yes.
Which building is it on the map? I'm sorry, I
We
didn't
never-
have to see where it went out.
you weren't paying attention, Keith.
I couldn't see her.
This is a little fella.
This is our house, and this is a garage.
Okay, so you own all those properties up down that driveway there?
This here.
Y'all share that, everybody?
The
It's
neighbor
like
shared
two
this
right-of-ways.
road here,
Mhm.
the right away this way. Just one,
And
one,
on the other side of the
you
water.
just need to share.
Yeah.
But you got two people sharing the right away.
Yes.
What about this up here? What's this? It looks like it's coming off that drive too.
No, that's,
Oh, there's one.
That's the barn.
that's their
That's the
horse barn, yeah.
That's where they
So
got.
seven structures share that driveway, is that correct?
What is it?
Seven structures, like there's a mobile home in the front.
That's our, my wife's dad lived here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this house,
And neighbors.
and then this is, neighbors, and then this is, where I park my toys, you call it. Junk, I guess that's what you call it. So, and then this is our house, and this is their house. So it's 1, 2, 3.
So there's two people out there you aren't kin to.
Right.
Okay.
Appreciate it,
Thank you.
Hours of operation,
I say on, Fridays, if people set up on Fridays, it'll probably be after work. I say probably about 5, 6 p.m.
Usually, we told them they couldn't get it after 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock it gets shut down.
okay, so on Fridays from 5 to 12, on
Mhm.
Saturdays,
For-
all day
All
until
day.
12,
Mhm.
and on Sundays,
And on Sundays, we try to get them out there before 12 p.m.
During the day.
There,
That's just clean.
That's just
Yeah.
for cleaning.
yeah, that's cleanup day.
oh, so 12 noon then on
Yes,
Sunday?
yes,
Okay.
12 noon.
Are all the neighbors cool with that?
No,
Oh, we got,
We'll get them to that, let's make sure you all got everything you need from them, and then we'll bring some people up from the.
somebody may have asked this, but about how many people come to these events?
We had as much as like 50s.
50? Like live music, you
No.
know, DJs, live music, anything like that?
we have a little stereo system and stuff where they get hooked up their Bluetooths and all that.
Is it all inside that bar,
Yes.
you like go outside and?
If they wanna like, say if they wanna get married outside and stuff, they are gonna be across the field from the barn in that open area right there, and they would just put chairs and their little things out there, their thing, but basically the reception, all of that happens inside of the barn,
All
where
the
it's
waste
enclosed.
contained inside?
Yes.
How big do you say the barn is?
It's pretty big. It's I think it's 70, 60. I think 70, 60.
It's big on the back.
Yeah, it's big.
So have you all like refurbished it or
Yeah.
remodeled it?
I can show you a picture if you want me to. I think you got a picture.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on picture. What's it's called Country Venue.
Mm-hmm.
Country venue.
Yes. That's what I'm doing.
Venue.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See if we can find out.
She got it.
Anything else y'all want to add?
No, she got, I mean, if they wanna see the pictures of the inside and stuff. That's what we done that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pass it around, it's fine.
All day, so let's see it, and give you a start.
Well, maybe.
You guys wanna see this? Keith, you wanna, Keith, you wanna see?
Yes.
I think our daughter got married, what was it, when she got married? 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
Big 3 years, we've been having stuff in here since 3 years ago, I don't know why. Which I didn't even know it was such thing as marriage, but they called me and it was like, I was like, huh? You know. I mean, we've been having stuff in here for 3 years now.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Back taxes
So
coming.
no, I mean, you know.
So you had anybody complain?
No, that's why I don't know what, we pour concrete, maybe people jealous because we fixed it up a little better, because we pour concrete in here and that, so, I don't know.
We don't bother nobody.
Anything?
That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Is there anyone else here, for this pre-application? Second, and
Sandy Kavanaugh.
Sandy Kavanaugh.
Okay.
Okay. And do you, promise the truth when I agree commission tonight? Is there,
Who we speaking to, if he is going to get his name for the record?
Gerald Kavanaugh.
Gerald Kavanaugh, and Sandy, do you, agree to give truth when I agree?
I do.
I brought this, I don't know if y'all need it or not, it's just our original plat, but it does show that we did put the road in, that George is talking about, and it does have pins, and it's been ignored.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Kavanaugh, you're listed on here?
Yeah.
Are you on property near this, or?
This one,
And I
this
want
one.
to-
Very back, they share the road, but it's in the back.
This, he put the road here,
Yeah,
we put the road in, like through here.
all the way from,
It's originally.
Right here.
yeah.
Right here, you know, start here,
It is pin.
here, and then straight back through here, this is the lot.
So you built the road all the way from Meadowbrook Road?
Yes,
Cedar
sir.
Brook Road all the way, right,
And that was before any of this
This one is-
stuff was existing?
that's correct.
Okay.
This started back in 1995.
So did they buy this land from you?
No, it wasn't ours. All this used to be Kavanaugh. It was 3 brothers, and then when the older fellow started dying, we bought 3 acres from down there where the double wide is, that's our hen house. We bought the first 3 acres, and then we bought the 7 acres that's back here, the barn and the pump. There was Riley on this side, and of course now it's that subdivision. And, there's Golden down this side, on the south side, and then it was just Kavanaugh over on the right.
So that was just farmland when you put the road in, there was no,
Right.
no houses there?
Right.
No, sir.
Okay.
And boy, Rogers bought it and put up that nice big barn, and it's a really nice barn. And had, kept up his part of the road. And we would always call dump trucks to come in, and you can't get the great big ones in because it's tiny. And you have to wait until a hot month, because all that's clay, and all of that is just mushy.
Probably that country.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Probably that country.
Goose country, yeah.
Well, that was down the road. But, our problem, I've tried to talk to George, and they're not the easiest people to get a hold of. But it's out in the country, you're allowed to do what you wanna do. I've had a little bit of trouble, and that as far as trying to build a house with the work, because I belong to work, because I used to be a working person myself. They would not park out of the road. Well, my truck's a two-wheel drive. I ain't going through mud and get stuck and have a big guy run a tractor to pull me out. When we have paid thousands and thousands of dollars to put in number twos, and then number fours, and then aggregates. George comes in and what he tries to put in to fill in the ruts is pea gravel. Well, if you've got clay and you've got pea gravel, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna just mesh on down and you're gonna have clay again. You have to put down your heavy rocks first. Your construction, so you gotta know that. And then you put down your middle rocks and you put down your aggregate, and that's what we've been doing the past 29 years.
So have you all maintained this
Yeah,
road, all
We're
road?
required to. We're required to, it's on the survey, that from the center line where those pins are, and if you wanna see the plans, you're welcome to. From 10 feet on either side of those pins, we're responsible for the maintenance of that road. And George is, not George personally, but the workman working under his orders has tore up that dang road so many times I can't count. And we can't afford to keep that up. That was before. Now the road is rocky as heck, and black sheep's suspension, my truck's 27 years old, the suspension will break your bones going down it, but that's okay, I can deal with problems. The wedding we're talking about, they've happened a few more times, I think, than you've been led to believe. As you can see on Facebook, the first one I saw on Facebook was last August, but they've been held there. And my concern is the foot in the door syndrome. First, it's just wedding venues, and then it's 4th of July celebrations, and then it's drunks walking around having a good time and family reunions, which is fine, but these drunk people don't stay where they're supposed to. Drunk hardly ever do. I've had signs taken off the gate where our property breaks off of the main road. Doesn't make us do bombs. Cause people will, they just will, walk around, it's pretty out there.
Shoot fireworks, you have to put them up because.
Have they had, fireworks have been shot in some of these events?
July 4th.
Was that an event that was happening?
No, just.
That's why we just put horses up, we didn't say nothing. See, there's no noise ordinance out there. And loud music, I play loud music, I don't care about the music. And the noise isn't a
Your biggest
problem.
concern is road, sounds like.
How did it get to be
And the strangers.
that you have to maintain this road when there's 3 other people that live on this
Well,
Well,
road?
because when we put it in there was nobody else there.
Yeah. But it seems like they should have had, if they were gonna build there, they should have to help maintain the road,
May I go?
at least back to their property.
Back in 1995, old man Riley was up here at the corner, see, I think he still is. And right there where that little gravel pit is, right on the middle of the road, that used to be the old folks' house, big guy's grandparents. Now, Mr. Players came and I bought it, and y'all don't probably, unless you've done history lessons, know that is, a black man back in the 30s was not buying up a whole bunch of land. Nobody could sell to him, you know. He would buy, I was at the courthouse, so look up the record. He would buy 2 or 3 acres from this person, and that person, and that person. And pretty soon he got, a big plot of land, and he was able to raise corn and not raise all,
Yeah, I need you to get back to the podium. That's a microphone right there. It can't hear you if you're standing up there. I'm sorry.
But it was just a family farm. Well, when his boys grew up, he had 3 boys. Mr. Roosevelt, my father-in-law, big guy's dad, they lived there where they carried Houston on them, or living down where that red roof is, except it used to be a house. It got burnt down 2001, and then they come to live with us. But that part where George's got his garage, that used to be like a cornfield when Roy had it. Because when the old folks sold it, Roy bought it off. And he would, that's back when they could still grow tobacco and make a profit. And then he'd grow corn, and then he'd have somebody pay it. But the oddball people we've got, and I carry guns, well, I don't like it.
The only thing that I would say is that we've never seen any signs that says
No.
don't bother the driveway, and this barn here, if the car's parked out in here, we can't get back to our property.
And it's
There
actually,
needs to be some restrictions to, well, if they're gonna have business, that's fine, but people need to stay on his property only, and
Out of the right.
out of the right
If
way.
he put a sign up, kind of where that pond is, that said no guests beyond this point or something,
Something like that.
something like that, and stay over. I think he mentioned he just has got those signs, so maybe they're not up here.
no,
No.
I said I was gonna have the cars towed next time it happened, cause I got tired of going around.
Yeah, but it's something where it's restricted, or, because we've had people that's come, and we have a gate here, going to our property, and we have signs that, like, private property, and signs have been taken off, going away. And they said,
So that's a real issue for the sheriff to handle. This board. This board doesn't need to,
right,
because that, you can post your property without this board's approval
okay,
or whatever, and if somebody violates that, you can call the sheriff, right?
okay.
But for purposes of just being a good neighbor, maybe,
Yeah.
if he can just post those signs, and if somebody does violate it, then you've got some action you can take.
Okay.
We don't bother
Okay.
boys, we don't bother deputies with
That's it.
Alright.
But did y'all need to see the official survey of the
No,
road?
we don't need to see that. That's a private matter between you and your neighbors, and y'all have to work that out in court.
I'm on the court.
Maybe out of the way, but it just seemed like your neighbors should help you maintain that road. Okay.
Alright, we'll get George up to come back up and answer some of those concerns.
Well, I mean, I might not put the right rock down that they wanted, which I never asked them. I would have put whatever they wanted, because I got 10 dump trucks, I haul rock every day. And I put probably, like she said, the thinner rock, because I figured that, you know, to pack in better, like the DGA.
You need DGA on the top.
On top. So, I mean, because that rock's been there forever, so I put DGA. Actually, I bought a blacktop machine because I was gonna get it all over blacktop, and they told me $43,000. And I said, well, I'll just do it myself. I got dump trucks, I'll do, but I was gonna ask the neighbors and get permission before I done it. But I got the machine, I got the skid steer, I just don't have the roller. And I just ain't gonna have the time. So I was gonna blacktop all the way out through there. So
What about the signs and stuff that you?
Oh, yeah, I got the signs for do not park in the road, park in the grass, and if you park in the road, you get towed. That's what we,
What about the no guessing on this point sign?
I don't have any, I can make some of them.
Yeah, that would be good at the spot where
Yeah.
they don't need to go any further.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
there's no reason for anybody to be
Pass that bill.
passing into this barn right here.
Well, we did, when they told us about the sign, which it was real heavy wind and storm, I ain't gonna argue about it. You know, we neighbors, it was an old sign, and I think the wind blew it off. But, cause I found it in the yard, and wasn't nobody in my yard, cause we got cameras all around our house, around the whole house. We never seen nobody up there. And I told them that we had cameras. I could see the building, I could see the barn, I could see my whole backyard, I could see their end of their corner driveway from my cameras. I can show you on my phone that I can point, show you. But if that's what it takes, I'll put a sign out there, you know, we all gotta get along. Like she said, when I built my house, I had a bunch of people there, electricians, plumbers, and I kept telling every time, I said, y'all stay out of the road, and I come, cause I couldn't be there every minute. Well, I come here, somebody done park right in the road, and they'll be blocked in. And, it was a nuisance, and then I dug that pond a little, cleaned it up a little bit, and it was real bad. It got mud all in the road, cause where I was loading trucks, but I cleaned it up and tried to put the rock back, and I don't know how many loads of rock, probably, I don't know, if I told you I'd be lying, but I don't know how many loads I put in here, but it was a smaller rock. We got a Corvette, we come out our driveway and drive down through there, and it sits that low to the ground. So, I mean, whatever kind of rock they like to have, I'll be willing to do whatever.
Or if we, approve this venue for you, you can, make some more money and you can blacktop it.
Yeah, there you go. I'll put the blacktop to it.
I'm sure your neighbors would be glad to have blacktop, but I will eliminate the the gravel problem.
Yeah. And, like I said, they said it'd take 3 loads of blacktop to do it, and a load of blacktop, our price was $68 a ton. So it was, I can't remember what it was $68 a ton these days. So me buying blacktop and doing it was half the price. Buying a machine, doing it myself. And I said, well, you know, after I get it done, did it once or twice, here I go again, bitch. So I was like, all these people were putting houses so far off the road, you can't hardly afford concrete, because concrete's done went out the roof. I was like, heck, I'll be right there. I pump concrete, I haul the rock. Be like, heck, maybe we can put you a blacktop driveway in. So I can make my money back, this sell it. So, but that's about all
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else here that was wanting to speak about this issue?
I got a question, if we put in, we might be able to set in our, you know, not be getting out of our lane, is it above, not above us to put in conditions that he maintains the road at least up to the barn or something, or is that out of our
I
realm?
think you're trying to supersede the lead document at that point, and I think that probably would be out of your scope.
Yeah.
So
Or
the biggest thing that we heard is that the road is getting too rough, it's some kind of gentleman agreement or something, like everybody can get along and do it, I'm just trying to, you know, figure out what options we have.
well, I think, seems like George has been putting rock down and maintaining the road back to your house. Is that correct, George?
Yeah, we go, our driveway, see, you can tell where the new rock is. See how their driveway is and see how it stops right there?
It goes in like 2 lanes,
Yeah.
or 2
Yeah.
tracks.
That's all the new rock, yeah. I put a rock there all the way around to it. But I mean, like I said, I put.
You're having a venue, thing there where you're having a lot of people there, and then you live back there. It seems that you would wanna keep that road maintained well to your residents, and then that way it would be a benefit to the neighbors at the back, that you're always keeping that part of the road well maintained and rocked and possibly even blacktopping it in the future. But the big thing on top of that is that, your patrons do not block the road, you know, so that they can't, get around and have people move or whatever, so that.
Well, that I think you can require, you can have
I
people
think-
require signage.
I don't know what the fire code will allow in that building, Bert. I think we need to limit the,
I think they asked you 50 people, if you wanted to say,
you think you
75
need
people.
more than 50 people? You would have more than 50 people?
No.
Never.
Never?
May not have a big family and have a wedding.
I don't know. If all my family celebrates, maybe more than 50 people. I'd say at the most 75, I mean.
Okay.
75.
Because if you say just 50 and then, you know, you have some that have 75, then you're a violation of what we've actually gave you, so.
Oh. And this is just business, it ain't personal. It's just we've had fights on it. It's just that we've had fights on
So would we consider to any harm or any harm?
I think the regulation actually says an event being used, yeah. And that would be a better way to title it, that way it's not restricted to just weddings, you can do churches, family reunions, that kind of thing.
Any other discussion? No. Do that for.
I'll make a motion that we approve an event venue for Mr. and Ms. Riley at 208 Meadowbrook Road. Restrictions will be, that there can be no more than 75 people in attendance at any one event. The hours that it can be used are from 5 p.m. on Friday until midnight, from 9 a.m. on Saturday until midnight, and from 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday until noon, to allow people to clean up from there. Hope the neighbors can work out everything. And Mr. Riley will have to put up signs during the events, or prior to the events, directing people where to park, where not to park, and, need to really enforce the towing if anybody gets out of line after a time or two, word will get out, well, they're gonna tow your car while you're here, park out this road. So, with those restrictions, I make a motion that we approve the application.
I say,
Keith Park,
Yes.
Mike Manley,
Yes.
Keith Weaver,
yes.
Kim Owens.
Yeah.
Okay. George will be in touch, let you know when you come in and get your paperwork and everything, let you know what we need to do next. Thank you.
Something else next? No.
Y'all have a good evening.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Any new business?
No new business. All right.
I make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Mike Manley,
Yes.
Keith Park,
Yes.
Keith Weaver,
Yes.
Kim Owens.
Can we just ask something? We got a letter in the mail about something going on near our property that we just purchased and moved on to.
27.
It's on
37
Lancaster Road.
Lancaster Road.
So he was here.
Yeah.
Turn this report off real quick.
I don't know how we
We didn't know. You did it right now.
No, I guess, I think it's.
Yeah, I didn't think right